OMG, girl, grab your iced latte, get comfy, and let me spill all the tea on the DDG versus Cinco saga. We're having that gossip FaceTime with your bestie energy, okay? So here's the backdrop. DDG, the rapper, Chaos, YouTuber, built this vibe of a creator friendship circle that eventually morphed into a content Todd house concept called Capaholics. Yes, that's capital C for all the capital, hun. Sources long speculated that the group would be more than just friends, a team, a brand, a business. But with business comes expectations, hierarchy, and sometimes betrayal. Enter Cinco, who was initially inside that circle, tight with DDG and part of the social, noirish content fold. But as the Capaholics energy grew, so did tension. Several sources claim that Jay felt underappreciated, disrespected, and like he was being ranked within the group rather than treated as an equal. On Instagram Reels, Jay has publicly said he left because it isn't a real friend group, but that they rank themselves based on who has the most fame. He also implied that some members started acting bigger than the program and themselves. So the first tier in the friendship was Jay's quiet, and then not so quiet exit, feeling that respect and authenticity were lost. Once things got public, of course, the online world exploded. Celebrities, fans, reaction channels, everybody had an opinion. Jay went live and claimed he exposed DDG after just one day in Capaholics. He said things were fake, staged, or too controlled for his authenticity. DDG responded, going off in public videos, addressing Jay's accusations, defending the group, and questioning why Jay would leave so abruptly. In interviews and social media clips, DDG has tried to explain the breakdown of the friendship, acknowledging they had been tight but hinting at deeper issues behind the scenes. Jay also claimed that the group members started ranking themselves by clout and influence. And that didn't sit right. One clip doing the rounds claims DDG made an embarrassing bet to prove who could spend more money, targeting Jay and another party, Lala, in the mix. Meanwhile, other influencers and reaction YouTubers like Doobie chimed in, speculating whether this is just drama for clicks or a real business falling apart. Between the public statements, the leaks, and the drama content, there are a few recurring themes. 1. Respect and ranking. Jay has consistently said he felt undervalued, placed under a ranking system rather than treated as an equal. 2. Authenticity versus branding. Jay seemed to reject the idea that social media personas or group image should override real relationships. 3. Loyalty versus growth. A tug between staying close with someone who made you versus branching off to grow independently. Public versus private. The feud went from whispers to full-on video warfare, which suggests the wounds were deeper than a casual spat. We don't have a public contract or document proving the internal power structure of Capaholics. Neither DDG nor Jay have disclosed every private conversation or backstage negotiation, obviously. Some claims are alleged, like ranking members or disrespect, coming mainly from Jay's side or content creators picking sides. It's unclear whether they'll patch things up, stay apart forever, or collaborate again down the line. Now, let's talk about the energy shift that fans started noticing. Allegedly, before everything blew up, people were already picking up on tension in the vlogs and group collabs. DG, who's known for his polished and brand-centered style, started focusing more on structure and control over content, while Jay was giving more raw, unfiltered, and real vibes. Viewers started commenting things like, Jay seems uncomfortable, or you can tell there's something off with the vibe. It's like that moment when you're with your girls, and one friend is clearly over the situation, but no one's addressing it head-on. That's how the comments section felt. Then came the unfollow spree, which, in influencer world, you already know is the 2025 version of saying, I'm done with you. Jay allegedly unfollowed DDG and the Capaholics page, and fans clocked it within minutes. The algorithm doesn't miss anything, and before you knew it, Cinco unfollowed DDG was trending on blogs and TikTok tea pages. People were posting side-by-side screenshots saying, oh yeah, this friendship is officially over. It's crazy how social media can turn one click into a full-blown conspiracy theory overnight. As if that wasn't enough, Jay started dropping subliminals in his music and on IG stories, allegedly throwing shade at fake friends and people who switch up when they get a little fame. Now, he never said names directly, but the internet loves to connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected. Fans started dissecting lyrics, saying, this line has DG written all over it, while others argued it could have been about someone else entirely. Either way, the timing had everybody sipping their iced coffee and watching the timeline unfold like a live-action reality show. Meanwhile, DDG, being the businessman that he is, handled it in his classic calm but petty way, dropping cryptic tweets and making "let's talk about it" vlogs without ever fully naming names. He basically gave that "I'm not pressed, but I see you" energy. Some viewers thought that was mature, others said it was passive-aggressive. But either way, it kept people talking. And let's be real, when you live off clicks and content, keeping your name trending, even in controversy, can still work in your favor. And to wrap up the latest chapter of this saga, some fans believe that this beef might not even be as deep as it looks. That it could be content strategy, a way to stir buzz for Capaholics and upcoming drops. Others say Jay's too emotional and real to fake beef, while DDG's too strategic to risk his brand image for drama. So who's telling the truth? Who's being misunderstood? We might never really know what happened behind the scenes, but one thing's for sure, the Capaholics era will never feel the same again. At the end of the day, girl, everything we talked about is alleged. None of us were there, we're just piecing things together from blogs, interviews, and what's floating around the internet. Both DDG and Cinco have their own side of the story, their own truths, and their own lessons to learn. Sometimes, friendships in this influencer world get complicated, especially when fame, business, and money start mixing with real emotions. It's just a reminder that not every friendship survives the spotlight, and that's okay. But let's be real. They're both young, successful, and still figuring life out. We've all had moments where we outgrew people, felt disrespected, or had to choose peace over chaos. What matters most is how you move forward and protect your energy. Whether they ever make up or not, this situation shows how important it is to stay grounded and remember who you are, no matter how bright the lights get or how loud the noise becomes. And for my girls watching, take this as your little reminder to focus on you. Keep your mental, physical, spiritual, and financial health balanced. Don't let drama distract you from your goals. Stay classy, stay booked, and always remember that your peace is priceless. We can gossip and have fun, but at the end of the day, the real flex is inner peace and self-growth. And before we go, if you loved this little tea session, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. And if you want to keep your nails looking cute while you're sipping tea and staying drama-free, check out my press-on nails, affordable, gorgeous, and linked right in the description. Because no matter what's going on online, your nails should always be on point, period. Stay grounded, stay confident, and remember, your peace, your mental health, and your glow always come first.